Hello and welcome to the 100-day art challenge. This video is number 87 of 100, and for this I will be showing you how, since the last few videos, I've been working out how to use oil paint with terps. I was really struggling, I really was. For some reason my white spirit wasn't acting as a thinner, it was just acting as a cleaner. So when I went to my friend's house, we figured that out through the process of elimination and now I'm at the stage where I'm trying to figure out and get along with the turpentine technique. It's really the only one that people normally use. It's only that because my white spirit was not working correctly, and I didn't know that for so long, that I had got used to using linseed oil instead, and that has corrupted my education with using oil paint. So to try and correct that, I'm now on the turpentine, and for the last couple of videos it hasn't gone well. Firstly, I had an issue with, what was it? I think it was that the paint wasn't mixing properly. It was just sitting on top of the other colour, and that was frustrating me. So I ended up just returning to linseed oil to finish a painting, and then with the other painting it was the same problem, and every time I would put on a colour I wouldn't have mixed the colour correctly, and then it would sit on top of the other, and it was just wasn't working and I couldn't figure it out. So I called my friend and told her what had been happening, and there was a couple of things she told me to try, and it works out one of those was the problem. This is what the problem was. Because I did this painting and this one I got the paint to mix, I figured out that what I wasn't doing was I wasn't mixing the paint on the palette to a consistency that would make it still wet and pliable on the surface, on the picture plane. So that's what I did with this one, as I made sure that whenever I mixed up a colour, it was the consistency of single cream. So long as it's that consistency, I can mix the colours whilst they're on the palette. Otherwise, if they are thicker or drier, they will just sit opaque on top of each other and then not mix with other colours. So that did surprise me initially, because I thought, acrylic is easier to mix than this because of how quickly I paint. I was surprised that the oil paint was drying so rapidly, but that's just what happened. So this time, as you can see on the face there, that I've mixed some of the colours together and it started to work. So I was relieved, and I thought, right, I've learned what I need to learn, and at this point I was just trying to block in the background. So as you can see, I thought I would take it off the time lapse for when I turned around the canvas, because it can get a bit dizzying when the canvas just flips around 360. So there we go, that's what I was doing there, was just blocking in the background with some darks. And I quite like this image. It took a little bit of pushing around to make sure that I got the proportions correct, and also that the colours were warmer and more impactful for the shadow. And also this character's wearing glasses, so it took me a while to get to that stage, because I didn't want to put glasses on him whilst I was still developing the skin tones and the textures to try and create a more convincing balance of creases and wrinkles and tonal shifts on his face. So that's what I was doing today, to try and learn and understand oil painting a bit better. So yeah, this is the painting that I did. I like this one a lot more than the other ones have worked out. I think that this is the first of hopefully many oil paintings that I'll be doing with this technique, and I have enjoyed it. Now, linseed oil does make it a lot easier to mix, and it makes the paint feel thicker, but the more that I get used to being disciplined with the mix that I create, the more that I'm sure this will become a reliable technique for me to, or not technique, but a reliable method for me to use for oil painting. There's the glasses, as you can see, and that's pretty much what I've done. So this is the painting that I've done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.